Alright, guys. What's up? Welcome back to God Inc. I know we've been away for a while, but listen, guys. We have a perfectly good explanation. Right, Doc? Tell them about it.
Yeah, guys, we, life happens. We got jobs, personal thing, family, everyone's okay. The only other thing is we did MagicCon.
Yep, we went to MagicCon Chicago.
It's pretty fun.
It's cool, guys. It was a cool
Yeah, we'll do a video on it later and talk about our experience as we were vending. We were helping vend. So it was like I said, it was a fun little thing. So yeah, we'll talk about that probably next video. But today we're talking about the new set 7 of Disney LORCANA.
Yeah, you guys aren't here for magic.
And yeah, just it's for us, the time of recording this, it's been a week since it released. Well, not really a week. It's been almost a week. We have like 2 days before it's a week. Recording this on Wednesday. And and LGS or local game stores did the release. My local game store did a starter deck tournament. We do starter deck and then get 2 additional packs. Pack per win. And then day 2 was a sealed. So it was like 6 packs. And then same thing, pack per win. But yeah, fun stuff. I only got to do the starter deck tournament. Unfortunately, I had not unfortunately, because I went to a United game, Atlanta United. It was fun.
United.
It ended a tie, but it was a good game. We had fun. But yeah, that's what we've been up to, and that's what we're gonna go covering today. So, I think we're gonna talk about the pack. I opened up a case, and I'm gonna talk about the unfortunate news in a little bit. So I opened up a case. And so I want to talk about that case. I want to talk about the tournament a little bit. Talk about my experience. We're going to talk about the initial meta. Because right now, we're seeing a little bit of we've been seeing it. It was in the cards, right? Sapphire has been getting buffed and buffed and buffed for a patch. This is not new news. Of course, Sapphire plus something is strong right now. And it's getting all the attention. At least at the time of this video. So, yeah, this was completely expected on Claudia and I's mindset, and I think we've mentioned it in previous videos of just like how they just keeps getting better. But yeah, we'll go more into depth.
Honestly, yeah.
In that part of the video.
When we saw that like Tomato reveal, we were already like, all right, eyes emoji, like what are they cooking?
And then it just got worse.
When they snuck in that bell towards like the last couple days, I was like, bell. I was like, whoa, guys. We ain't gonna let this just fly under the radar. So if you guys don't know, the new stuff for Sapphire, the main 2 cards, but I guess it's really 4, and then they're floating. But the number 1 and number 2 that are like the real harsh things is the 3-drop, but it's really a 1-drop bell with the ability to if you sacrifice an item, you can play it for free.
Yep.
So essentially, it's a free. You play your Pawsicle, you sacrifice the Pawsicle, or banish it rather, and you're gonna play the spell turn 1. 3/3. That is
3 cost card turn 1
character. So it can sing songs on turn 2 that cost 3. Don't know what they were cooking.
They're cooking
Don't know who asked for that. I think they're trying to buff other color combinations that don't have legs.
But they buffed the combinations that always have had legs.
They always have legs, 1. and 2, there's not really that many impactful songs in the other color combinations that it seems like it would be worth it to do that. I mean, you do have things like Bare Necessities, Sudden Chill, but like Shrug Emoji, I'd rather play Let the Storm Rage On or Strength of Raging Fire. So I don't know what they were cooking with that card. I think that's the number 1 card that is problematic. Number 2 is right behind it though. that new Tamatoa, again, guys, Tamatoa was already breaking our backs. He said, hey, let's make one that's faster and arguably better. And it kind of feels like Maui, where we got Half Shark. Granted, Half Shark does not take the place of the original Maui card, but man, they're like, it is kind of taking the place, if you get what I'm saying. Like in people's list. So,
or like they're doing a half and half split or whatever, but
or they're doing a half and half split, exactly. And that's what they're doing with these the new Tamatoa. Like, a lot of red lists are still running both Tamatoas because they can drag the game out, but a lot of the steel Sapphire decks are just cutting the old one and going for the new one because it's faster and allows them to close the game out faster. And man, just being able to get items back into your hand, doesn't matter what item you need, any item just right when you play it, back to your hand, too. And then you get to play an item for free when it quests. So it's like, free dime if I need it, free possible value, free fishbone, free sapphire coil, free, hey. It's pretty gnarly. Speaking of sapphire coil, number 3, sapphire coil, again, I don't know. They thought it wasn't that good. They thought it was going to be helping other decks. You're going to play blue-green and bounce things and ink and their power's less, so you get to Sapphire Coil, bounce it back in their hand with, just now you sing a song, play the muses or something, or you play Kit Cloud Clicker on Curve. Nobody's doing that. Not as much as they're doing ink Brawl, ink 3-drop Sisu, ink 8-drop Sisu, ink Sail, just like Medusa, so many things that they can do now with Ruby Sapphire. Very, very, very powerful. And with the current metagame, it's still not that much item removal that's floating around. Hopefully it'll go up. But besides Benja, I haven't seen that much item removal. And so being able to just run 1 copy, maybe 2 copies of Sapphire Coil, and just pair that with Ice Block, such a strong metagame for the Ruby Sapphire decks. And yet, I still don't believe that's the strongest deck. I think Steel Sapphire is probably the best. And talk about the 4th card in that list is the Scrooge McDuck. Kind of flew under the radar when it was first announced as a legendary, but now that we see how easy it is to get so many items on the board, Photospheres, Fishbones, Sapphire Coils if you want to run that. I don't think you're running that in the Sapphire Steel list, but you are going to run your Popsicles, your Photospheres, and, Fishbones. Maybe even dimes, but you probably don't use the dime for this. And you exert them, get your Scrooge out that you've, one cycled all the way through with your Popsicles and your Fortifier drops. Then after you exert them 4 and do that, you sack one of them, play a bell out of your hand. It's like, how do you deal with this board state as a traditional deck? Very, very difficult to deal with that. A lot of card draw, ton of items, ton of board presence. Items keep coming back. It's really good. Very, very good. And with the initial reveal of a lot of these dual colors, me and Doctor was very, very, very excited to see the meta game spice up. And maybe, blue-green decks can come up. And the meta's still fresh, so don't get me wrong. The things can definitely evolve. And I'm not saying this stuff is the end-all, be-all. We're already seeing people try to crack these decks and try to figure out ways around them. I've been thinking about it. Doc's been thinking about it. But these decks are very strong up front. And what I have noticed is, where's the dual colors? Now, is there anything you would like to say before we transition to that about this initial meta, Doc?
I mean, I still want to go back to pack opening a little bit. But, I do want to take a look at those dual colors and the last thing we got going on, which I keep a surprise. So yeah, pack opening. Let's just talk about pulls. We pulled I pulled on average about 4 legendaries a box. And I'll just go ahead and rip the Band-Aid off. The unfortunate news is my freaking Enchanted was a tramp. I was like, what is this? What is this? It was literally pulled out straight from the movie, is what it looked like the art was.
I don't have a problem with the art, but they didn't give a lady to match it. That's my biggest issue.
And that's another thing, but there should have been a Lady in the Tramp card. There's a Flotsam Jetsam card. Why can't we have a Lady in the Tramp card?
Exactly.
Regardless, though,
I far from the mic right now.
Oh yeah, that's not for you. Anyway, but yeah, the pulls were pretty consistent. We have about so we have one foil Tamatoa, a run regular, and then like we have like a play set of blue, and things of that variety. So our locals, they got between 2 cases, mind you, allegedly. I don't know how true this is, but they got a enchanted Tamatoa, enchanted Mad Hatter, an enchanted All Is Found, and an enchanted Glass Slipper. Now, do I believe that this happened only from 2 cases? I don't know, but well, sorry, I think it was 2 cases each. So this had to be 4 cases. Two different people. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, that got me charged. That got me charged. So I'm gonna probably buy another case, and I may or may not record it, just so we're
addiction, folks. Addiction.
Maybe we're doing it together. But overall, pulls were consistent with other sets. I got like pretty much all of the super rares. We have a Scrooge McDuck. We have, I think, almost one of each legendary, almost. But yeah, that's so yeah, pulls are consistent. As last set, we do have a video in the works to talk about how they're doing like the biggest, like the split of good, what cards are good and playable, and what cards are just in the thing and could be playable in the future, but we don't see any. We're not holding our breath for them. So that video is still in the works, but overall packs were good. So that also transitions into the tournament, since I did get 3 packs at the start of it, and I opened up my trove and things like that. First of all, the Lilo gift set is cool. Yeah, I like that it has random packs, but I got no Floodborn packs. I got literally every other pack except for the Floodborn pack.
Oh no, they're trying to get rid of that.
So they're really trying to force everything in here. But yeah, I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't realize it was a random assortment of the previous sets. But I didn't mind at all. And then my trove was really juiced. Like everything at least had a super rare in it. I think it was like 1 or 2 packs I didn't. And then I got one of my blues of the playset blues that I got from the case. So overall really good pulls on those. I don't know if that's, I only opened up 1 trove, so we don't have like a lot of data about that one, but troves look to be good as normal. And yeah, but the tournament, it was cool. I went 1 and 2, went against the mirror the whole night. I had the red, I think was it red blue deck?
Yeah, the red blue.
Yeah, red blue deck. Yeah, because it's Bell and Beast. It was fun. I got Bell out, but still preceded the loss because again, like I was going against the mirror, and they had just other color stuff that just helped them a little bit better. And then going second, definitely with blue is in the mirror is what you want to do. But sometimes even if you go second, you still lose like normal. So it was fun. And I still have that deck put together. I haven't deconstructed and put in the binder yet. Glad he couldn't make it. He was supposed to come, but he got hurt at work, so thankfully he's okay. And I was able to get that experience, but
day job thing.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. But yeah, it was fun. It was fun playing with the community, and yeah, it was the decks are pretty fine. I mean, even the illusion ones are still winning, which is good to see. And no one was expecting that. So, because they got like freaking 3 illusion cards, which I think is stupid. Why would you even put illusions in this set if you're not going to give any support to it?
I'm guessing next set they're going to be giving a lot more support.
I hope so, especially since it's ran to Jafar, right? Jafar is like the central thing of illusion. So it looks like only purple and steel is going to get this stuff.
Really.
But yeah, that's the initial pack opening in the things. But yeah, Chikari went over the initial meta. So we kind of went out of order, but let's just talk about these dual colors. Not a lot of them are playable.
Which I think it does kind of does pick back with the meta. Dual cards. Man, The idea of them, now that we see all what they've done, the idea is good, in my opinion. I like the idea of them. In a perfect world, if I owned every single card, which we pretty much do, own every single card of all the sets, and I took them, everything, and I made like themed decks for like, friends or family at the house, and we used the dual colors as like, for lack of a better term, like boss units, like very strong cards that help bring these themes together. Yeah, that's where I would love to play this stuff. But then the actual meta of the game, unfortunately, what we've seen for, now coming on the 7 sets, trying to have like a theme isn't as good as just putting all the best cards in your deck to fit like an archetype. So a lot of these dual colors aren't looking like they're going to see play, unfortunately, even though they seem pretty strong on reveal. Like, on reveal, a lot of these cards, I was like, oh, I'm so hyped to play them. I want to play them. A lot of them probably won't see as much play as I would hope. Blue-green players are still looking to play the Baymax and the Hero, which I do think those are some of the stronger ones. I also see, like, Amber Emerald players, they're still clinging on to Lady, maybe like a 2 of or something like that, but they still believe that is power in like the aggro list, and I do agree with that as well. But like new decks forming, like the damage deck involving Emerald and Ruby, I haven't heard strong things from that, unfortunately. And I know Doc was very excited for that archetype. We still can cook something. I'm not saying it's dead in the water, but unfortunately nothing has been getting started in that yet. The Exert Rush type of gimmick with this Elsa Anna blue purple thing, unfortunately hasn't been getting that talked about that much either. The Pirate Pete has been seeing play in Emerald Steel lists, so that is cool. And that's pretty much it. Haven't seen any of the blue steel ones, none of the red blue ones, red purple ones. I haven't seen just yet. Any of them. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking about any of these other color combinations. We haven't seen, Jafar. There's not enough illusions to really make that work. Or people running the big Mufasa. Nobody's really running that. I'm hopeful. Nobody's running Amber Blue yet. I think they still haven't tackled the main issue with that color. And I don't think they ever will. I think that's their design philosophy with those color combinations. They want them to, cheeky, maybe mid-rangey type. I don't even think it's mid-rangey. I think it's like, it's not really aggro either. I'm not really sure what archetype blue amber is supposed to be fitting. Because they have a lack of strong removal options. They have some, but they kind of are counterintuitive. You have a lot of minusing the power, but then you have like take out big power creature removal, and then inking your opponent's stuff. Unfortunately, if you don't have anything else, it kind of gives them an advantage if they have better creatures than you. If you get what I'm saying. So, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm saying anything that you disagree with here, Doc. I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff that we've seen off the headcanon, at least for me.
Yeah, and then, like, some of them are just underpowered. Like, let's take an example, like Rhino, because I have it looked up. I'm looking at it right now. Like, Rhino, he's a 4/7 but uninkable 6-drop. How are you gonna fit that in, especially to an Amber Steel list? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, but like you have Paradita, that's good. You can play Paradita, and that's the one that gets it from the. No, you have Pongo, the Pongo one.
Pongo's the Pappy.
So
I like this idea.
So you have a cool little deck that you could build together, but I don't know how strong it is, right? We don't. Well, no one's building it, first of all, but it shows potential, and like I said, I was very up kind of at the beginning. I was up against the dual color idea. It was like, oh, this is going to be terrible for skill expression. Like, they're trying to put us in a box. But really, it's just actually unlocking the playstyles that I wanted to see in I feel like a healthier way. Because since you are locked to that color combination, you don't have to worry about the meta decks abusing it, and it's like that's refreshing to see, and I'm glad to see that Ravensburger is finally doing something about that. But yeah, that, for a lot of these dual colors, it's not where it needs to be yet. Hopefully, it will be soon in the next set and the coming sets, but it's just not there yet. So did you? I don't know. I guess what is our best, our small list of good ones?
The best dual colors. I still, ever since reveal, think Lady has merit.
Okay.
I don't know about 4 of because it's unmovable, but just being able to get back cards for card advantage and aggro lists, getting to 5 is not unheard of. I do think that the shift Lady is not that good unless you're playing Tramp, which there is merit to play Tramp, but just playing her on 5 just as a 5 drop is still okay because you can get back very annoying characters, like disruption characters, getting back like a Daisy Duck and an Ursula at a key time, and then you still have like a Lilo in your drop to then get that back can help when you're running out of steam in these decks. So I still think that is a pretty straight card.
Yep, I agree.
Like I said,
I think either is good.
Dual color card. I think it may take a set or two for it to really start to get cooking, but I think
it doesn't need to do.
Baymax, I think, is a good card.
Yep,
able to just shift
that's
anything.
good. I think the Elsa has merit, especially since she's a shift. She's a shift target.
Yeah.
So if you on quest, you can exert stuff, and then if you have Ana out, it just kind of.
I don't know about having the Ana out, but just being able to exert something when you want.
I mean, at least Ana's inkable and has support. Like, come on. She quests for 2, has support.
There's other Anas and stuff that you can maybe try to run. So
I think it's fine.
It's not terrible. I think it has merit if you're playing the blue.
I actually think that the Panic Llama Cusco has merit too.
Yeah, I really like those cards. The Panic Llama Cusco, and I like the Kronk. I really like them. Are they the meta warping?
I don't think it's meta warping, but I think it does help that color
archetype.
Queen of Hearts and Mad Hatter are staples.
Are fun.
They're staples in that color combination.
If you want to play that color combination,
well, I mean,
sure.
You have to play.
Good?
You have to play. If you're playing that combination,
if you're planning on playing Emerald Ruby, run those cards. Is Emerald Ruby good?
That's a different story. But like but this is what I need. You need draw in that deck, and
that put those in the same tier as the dogs, dogs and the puppies, even the Thunderbolt, Paradita and Pongo. Yeah. I like those cards. Those are fun cards. Is Amber Blue good?
No. But like, sorry. I feel like, and I even went against it at the DLC, right? I went against the Ruby Emerald, in a very late match too. After winning a few, so like, it has, like I said, I think Red Green is finally getting the legs it deserves, and dual colors is gonna have to give it the legs. Being able to put a damage counter on whatever drops on the field is very monumental. The only L is she is a 2/6. So she does get brawled, unfortunately.
She gets brawled, the same usual.
But hear me out. There are easier ways to give ward, so that's good. And then Tweedledee and Tweedledum, I think, also falls in that same thing with Fidget. So like all those cards are staples. I think Tweedledee less, but definitely Fidget, because having that evasive, and then on quest give invasive is really good. Yeah. Hidden OP, King of Hearts, that stops you from swinging at you, and that's just dandy. That's just very, very dandy.
If you're trying to run this build, go ahead and run it.
But we're still talking about dual colors, so I think it gets Beagle Boys. I think it has some merit.
I think just like Gizmo Duck. What is it? The suit in Steel. I think that's a pretty solid card. Just for a beater, and it has value to stay alive with the resist and everything. I think it's actually pretty.
And Beagle Boys giving resist 1 and rush, I think could really help the Maui deck, the Maui half shark deck. So
yeah,
the only thing is developing them and then be able to quest is a whole different thing. But at least they quest for 2. Come down on 4, which is like that is the same slot as like a Hiram or something like that. But a 3/3 body is really solid, at least in this day and age. So I think it's
But even able to buff up your kids and stuff like that.
Mushu is good for the red steel. So like I said, in those color combinations, they're good cards, and you should run that card.
It's just, does these things push those color combinations over?
Not necessarily.
It's yet to be
but
seen.
like people aren't cooking that. People are taking the low hanging fruit, which is blue steel and
they're taking the low hanging fruit. Sapphire steel. I never really thought the sapphire steel dual colors were that good.
They're not. That's why I'm skipping over them.
So,
This Jasmine is not good. This Lady Cluck is okay and limited. Hey, that's hilarious.
In a color combination that doesn't have that strong of a top deck versus others.
Yeah, this is not happening. But like, if we're talking about a new card that's good, the Gantu's good. Like being able to cost one more to play actions, or items. Oh, come on! That's
there is probably some sort of Emerald Steel deck that says, "Hey, don't play."
Yeah, there is one,
and I'm really scared.
And that's unfortunate because I was like, all right, cool. I want Red Emerald to do it, right? I want Ruby Emerald to do it, but I can't do that in Ruby Emerald. I have to sell my soul.
Emerald Steel is gonna say
to these Steel players, because you got Gantu, you got Pete, you got a lot of different options, So. And then they still have the discard and stuff like that. But yeah, Ink Geyser is definitely a good one.
I think that's probably the most fun.
I think that's going to see the most amount of play.
We're trying our hardest to cook up like a play where it's like, hey, what happens if you do this and do that and bend my will and this. But it's so much that has to happen for you to do an Ink Geyser bend my will play. So it's like, good luck. But trust me, we're thinking, guys. I know you guys are.
And we're getting closer to getting our Racer deck, I think, with these Calhouns and...
Yeah, I like the what was it?
Calhoun. King Candy.
King
Candy is pretty good too.
I like that card.
Yeah. It's likable.
I do.
However.
Uninkable, Yikers, bad body size.
2/2, yeah. 2/2. No, 2/2.
2/2?
Yeah.
Yikers. On the 4-drop?
On the 4-drop.
Yike.
No shift. So like it's just like a bunch of L after L. But hopefully their brawl's gone by then, right? You're playing this right after they brawled something.
I'm hoping it's looking like we're trying to make the game to a point where there's so many brawl targets that it's like,
who you gonna target? Who you gonna
something's got to get through. But unfortunately,
it doesn't matter.
It's not that simple.
Unfortunately, it doesn't matter.
What's the curve cost in versus reward? Like risk versus reward. Like if I'm sending my 4-drop to play a King Candy and I don't immediately like kill off my racers to get value and get it back in my hand, it's like it's the same thing with Jafar. If you don't play the Jafar and immediately try to kill your illusions,
are you trolling?
What are you doing? Because if my opponent can deal with them, then it's like shrug. I deal with the Jafar, now I deal with your stuff.
Right. And Takaka would be good if she wasn't Shift 7.
Yeah.
Shift 7 and both the Takakas are 6-drops in red and purple, respectively.
I want the Madrigal stuff to be good. I think is the Isabella dual color or is she just amber?
I think she's just amber.
The Isabella.
Yeah, it's just amber. Yeah,
amber? Okay.
But you're thinking of the other one.
No, I know Mirabelle is. I was just hoping. I was just trying to see.
Yeah.
The Mirabelle's not good.
Yeah, it's not. But yeah, that's our feeling of dual colors right now. It's like I said, it's gonna as the meta develops, we're hoping that it gets even better.
We're hoping some more stuff gets cooked. I think some more of these smaller cards that look like you said, Beastie Boys, Gizmo Duck, those type of cards, I think they may fit in 2-of type of slots in some of these decks. Because I think those are objectively strong cards.
Because like think about this: if your Beastie Boys is out, that's just a free Vitalis Sphere. It's on quest, so you can play the thing down. You can Beastie Boys, give it rush and resist 1, get rid of a small target. You can do that for your Maui half sharks. There's a lot of combinations here, and also it's a body. It's 3/3, so
exactly
you could just be a body. That's
and then like I said, the Gizmo Duck having that resist and being 4/3.
I didn't look at it, but yeah, that sounds about right.
Pretty pretty
Gizmo
solid.
deck.
Pretty
Yeah, 4/3 resist 1, so it's really a 4/4.
Yeah.
It's
So
a better
really
4/4 because, one health target is
you
don't
got
give
the
it.
exactly resist. So
Yeah. And this
it's
character, and
pretty
it can challenge
solid.
ready characters. So, like, sorry, ready
Exactly.
damage
So
characters.
that's
ready
pretty
damaged.
good,
ready damaged characters.
You still access to steal, so it's like
You can
if
ping
you,
them,
if
yeah.
you did like a swords, didn't kill somebody, do the trade.
Now, what I didn't think was going to be good was all these Amethyst decks running the new action that lets both players or all players draw 3, show me more. I didn't think a lot of people were actually playing that. It's in every deck. I've looked at multiple builds. Everyone's running it. I don't know why. I do know why, but like
in the burn build,
it's not. I don't think it's a burn thing. I think it's like I don't care if my opponent gets the cards they need. I'm just going to win off value.
Yeah. I'm not saying like mill. I'm saying like burn.
Oh, okay.
If I get my goat,
okay,
that helps me win the game faster, which is like what burn is in Lorcana. It's just to try to win the game as fast as possible.
Oh yeah, I was thinking more like mill. You were thinking that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So yeah, it helps you get your.
That's the feelings.
You got. Oh, I'm sorry. We almost forgot. Great Snake. That's a good one.
The snake one?
Purple steel snake. Discard a card of your hand. Gain 2 lore. Yeah. That's a good one.
Sure.
That's
Vanish.
pretty much in all the Amethyst steel lists.
Right.
And that's a pretty strong
Giant Cobra
as well. That's not Sapphire.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
That.
It's a 4/4. Vanish. All I gotta do is
Yeah.
target. All I gotta do is heal it, and it's off the
man,
field.
but like-
Whatever. It got value.
It's like ETB get the 2 lore.
Yeah, but like,
ETB
what
got
are
the
you
2 lore,
discarding?
and that helps me win the
What are you
game.
discarding for free?
We drawing cards in Amethyst.
I get
Shrug
that, but like,
emoji. It's a good
but like,
card.
is there like a good discard target?
No. It's just discard what you don't use type beat. Like what you don't need. It's like I said, is when you play a goat, play the Great Snake, and it's like, all right, you start to get this value.
Sure.
I've seen Genie start to go down in usage.
I mean, Genie was getting cut. Well, Genie was getting
Genies.
cut like last set, so it was towards the end of the life cycle. So I'm not surprised by that.
It's starting to take like some of those spots from the Genie.
What is this Pascal? Why are people not running this? Evasive?
Because nobody's playing a color combination. It's not a bad.
Oh yeah, so if they were playing a color combination, it would be
Yeah. If you're playing a color combination, because it seems like Amethyst.
Amethyst.
I mean, Amber and Emerald is the aggro colors.
Sure. I don't even know what Amethyst Amber is going to even.
Amber can
I mean,
be,
it could, but yeah, it doesn't really feel like something,
I don't know.
Yeah, I think
they looking like aggro, I guess too. Like I said, Amber and Sapphire. I don't know what they want you to do with that. Like, are they wanting you to develop and then not be able to be responded to? But it's like
I don't know. That's a little bit of a tougher sell. That's a way tougher in a sell. But yeah, that's.
I'm trying to cook with this glass slipper.
That's all the thoughts I had. I don't know if you have any more, but
yeah, that's pretty much it.
But yeah, we get to the.
We just want to end on this basically, because long story short, dual colors. We're hoping that they flourish, but right now a lot of the usual suspects are floating to the top.
As expected.
We can't really say what's working until we get to a major tournament.
Yep.
Speaking of major tournaments, when is Worlds? I'm checking the social media.
Every day.
I'm checking the website. Yep. When is Worlds? Don't make us do another rant. Right Don't make us do
They're shaking in the boots right now.
But that's all we have, guys. Thank you for listening. If you got to this far, like we said, next video is probably gonna be a MagicCon recap. So please look out for that if you guys are interested. It's a lot of cool stuff that actually happened at MagicCon. So, and then we are trying to cook up this set review. I guess we're gonna add set 7 into it as well to see. It's a little hard because it's fresh, so we may have to exclude it. I don't know, but we may put it in. Any other thoughts, Doc?
No, yeah, I look forward to tell you guys how we felt at MagicCon and the opportunities we were able to uncover there. We will be at DreamHack Atlanta as usual. Don't know what yet. Like I said, we have some stuff in the works that we are considering. So just keep a lookout. We'll try to. Honestly, we have these. We also have like this Instagram page that started, but I didn't. There's nothing on there right now, so I mean.
We might start posting, guys.
We might just start because we're now it's Claudia and I are a little bit traveling a little bit more. It's gonna be.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be fun. Just to do a little.
Yeah, just to see, get some updates, see some cool stuff. So we'll try to link the social media.
But you can follow us on Reddit.
So,
check us out on Reddit.
Follow us on Reddit too. God Inc. LORCANA. We may try to thumbs up a thing or something.
Yeah. And please let us know what you think in the comments. Like, how do you feel about this new set? How do you feel about dual colors? Like, I want to get more cans.
Let us know your favorite dual color.
Yeah. Let us know.
Let us know your favorite dual color.
Let us.
Mine is Lady. If you want to know, mine is Lady.
Mine is
Dark.
Either Mad Hatter or Queen of Hearts.
Mad Hatter or Queen of Hearts.
I'm gonna pick Mad Hatter because he has an enchanted.
Because he has and it can draw. It can finally draw in these color combinations.
Yeah. So, and I liked Mad Hatter in the first set. So.
This man ain't. Oh, okay. I'm about to say. You better not say I liked him in the movie.
In the first set. In the first set. In the first set. Also, Hero. We didn't mention it, but Hero Hamada.
Oh yeah,
that actually is a good card.
I don't know if we said them. I thought I mentioned it, but yeah, Hero, Baymax, those guys are cooking. Both of them. Hero,
yeah, they really.
If he's developed,
honestly,
ironclad board.
I can't wait till the set champion so I can try to pick up one of those. The art looks amazing, and I want the play mat, so I'm gonna try to get first or second. It's definitely happening.
Thank you.
All right, yeah, thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
All right, see you guys. Thanks for watching.